Holy crap, God heals. Okay, so I got to tell you this story, what happened yesterday, okay? So I went to church. This is Monday. Happy Monday. I usually post in the morning on Mondays, but for many other reasons I wasn't able to do so this week, and now I can see why, so that I can share this testimony with you. I went to church yesterday, and I went to the early service. I played the drums, and I listened to the message. One of the key points in the message was the passage that says, even greater things that we will do, that Christ said that we could do all that he did and even more than what he did. Reading the book of John in chapter 14, starting at verse 12, it says that, truly, truly, I say unto you, he who believes in me shall do the works which I do, and even greater than these things he shall do, because I am going to the Father. And whatever you ask in my name, I will do it for you, so that the Father may be glorified through his Son. And then it continues on to say that if you ask me in my own name, I will do it. If you love me, keep my commandments. And I will ask of my Father, and he will give you another comforter to be with you forever. Even the Spirit of truth, whom the world cannot receive, because it has not seen him and does not know him, but you know him, because he abides with you and is in you. So there was a really nice message, and as part of that being Pentecost Sunday, and it was about how that we should be out there willing to do these things, be obedient to the Spirit, and do the things that Jesus did, and even greater things than what Jesus did. As a result, after the first service was over, and then as our custom in our church, that the worship team for the second service has a time in between services where that they do a rehearsal to practice the set list that we're going to do. And when we got there, my nephew, who plays bass, showed up, and he wasn't feeling very well, and he said that he had hurt his hand, and it was like really bothering him, and I thought, well, that must be going to be hard to play bass, if your hand's hurt. So I said, well, let me pray for you. He said, okay, pray for me. So I prayed for him and began, in the blood of Jesus, and prayed for, that God would touch his hand, that God would heal him, heal his body. And I got done and I asked him, how's your hand? He says, it's a little better. So, it's gotten a little better. But I know because I've watched some of these videos where people go out and through the power of Jesus, through the power of God, are able to heal people. And so I said, well, let me pray for you again. So I began to pray for him again. All right, lift him up to you, heal his hand, and begin to pray for him and pray for him. And I just began to say, that's it. That's yes. More, Lord. More, Lord. Yes, yes. And about that time, I kid you not, my nephew began to say, holy crap. Holy crap. Holy crap. Then he said, oh, forgive my language, but holy crap. He was feeling the healing taking place right at that moment. His hand was being healed. Oh man, that was a moment. Not only did it heal his hand, but it strengthened my faith. I've never prayed for somebody and had an instant reaction like that before, for somebody to get that healing right then. I pray for a lot of people, and some people do get healed, and a lot of people are praying for those people, so I never attributed it to me. Or I still don't attribute it to me, it's God, but God working through me, because being obedient to pray for him and his hand, my nephew. But in that moment, it was like, whoa, we can do even greater things. We can take that moment to stop and pray for somebody when they have a need. I've had other times where people even I wanted to pray for and I wasn't sure about, or wasn't sure how they would receive it, and then the time passed, or there wasn't time to do so. But man, God heals. Holy crap, God heals. Forgive my language. I just want you to know that, and for you to be encouraged that if you need healing, that God can heal you. And he can work through you to heal others, to deliver them, to drive out demons, and whatever else that's needed. Just be obedient and listen to what he has for you to do. This has been the encouraging word.
And the people said, Amen.